Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Ace Racing League. My name is Cemal Halafi, and today is a special day. Today we have Season 1, finale of the Ace Racing League Formula 3 Championship. This is a special race. We are here at the special track, the Yas Marina Circuit, also known as the Abu Dhabi Circuit. This track has a total of 21 corners with a total length of 5.5 kilometers. The compound we'll be using today is the medium compound. We first we will first have a practice and qualifying session of about 15 minutes. DRS usage today especially is only allowed during those sessions. Then we've got two races of 16 laps. The second one will have a reverse grid, so double chances for races today. This will increase the championship chances towards other drivers who are at the top. DRS usage isn't allowed during all of these races. But over now to championships. The championship hasn't really changed. Vladislav Michulienko is still first place, and Stein Prince is in second. The midfield is really close in points, so everything can happen here today. I'm not here alone today. I'm together with my co-commentator Noah Schneider.
Hello and welcome to the stream.
Noah Schneider here will take you around the circuit with a lap of the championship leader, Vladislav Michulienko.
Yeah, I've watched the lap. There was a pretty decent lap of the championship leader right here. So we approach the first corner, very hard braking. Now he needs to get the speed, so it's really important that you don't get too far to the right. If you do, the left will get rejected from the game because you see track limits. So we're now approaching a very hard left-right hander. You have to brake into this corner and get ready for the hairpin. The exit here is really important, so slow in and really fast out to get a good top speed for the straight.
And as usual, something happened and the screen is gone.
And yes, now we're here approaching the end part of the straight with almost 280 kph. Very hard braking, shortly before the 100 meter board. 90 degrees left hand, right hand corner. Now also the exit is really important. If you get too far out and you see the track limits, the left doesn't count. Here we are in the second DRS zone. Also slight left hand into the next hard braking, so 90 degrees left hander, right left. Kiss the apex like he does it as a champion he is. Now, again, here the exit is really important for the double right-hander, which is full throttle, and towards the end you have to brake in the corner, so it's really hard to don't lock up the rear wheels and get oversteer. And now here we're approaching under the hotel of Yas Marina, and now really getting close to the wall. Double right-hander, it's a little more tighter than the double right-hander we saw before. And now last corner here, it's also really important so you don't get too far out like he does. But it's a championship leading lap, and what a great lap of Vladislav Michulienko. So in a few minutes where the drivers are joining our server. And a little information here, the Yas Marina circuit was held the first Formula 1 Grand Prix in 2008. So it's 2009, I'm sorry. It's a UTC plus 4 time zone, so pretty late in the evening there. It's 10:05. Good with simulation and control the time. Reality can be whatever I want.
Oh, come on, Thanos. Quit the jokes.
Yes, 21 corners, and the track record held by Sebastian Vettel in his 2009 Red Bull Renault was a 140.279. Let's see if one of our first drivers out the track, Jeff Jacobs, can hit this or beat this lap time. I don't think so. What do you think, Samet?
Well, looking at the car Sebastian Vettel had in 2009 was one. It was a 2.4-liter V8 Formula One monster. It was designed by Adrian Newey, who is one of the best engineers that has ever existed. Third, we're talking about a four-time Formula One world champion here. Of course, he wasn't a four-time world champion before that, but he still had it in him. And he won the championship after that year in 2010, when like 4 drivers had a chance at the championship then. That track record is really hard to beat because I've tried it before in F1 2018 and I hope to do again in 2019. But who knows, maybe we'll see one of the top drivers or even someone in the midfield trying to go at it. I do want to mention race control that our screens are really, really laggy. Like there's an entire drop in frames per second. And we hear that race control will reset our screens and see what will happen. And I would like to mention to Noah to please look on his phone for a second.
I'm sorry.
And please put it on silent as well.
Yeah, if you text me it. No. Yeah, I don't really know what was the thing you talked about, but never mind. Keep on talking.
What I meant was, if you could please speak more quiet into your microphone, as it is very resonating a
Oh,
lot.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is perfect.
So, yeah, as already mentioned before, the track was designed by a German, Hermann Tilke, which is really, of course, really interesting for our viewers who are here to learn something about architecture and really well-designed track. No, but here we're now on the lap with Barnsdale. We still don't know his first name, but last name is enough to know, as we already saw in other leagues. Now last names are enough to know. So yeah, he's now going down to the main straight out of turn 7, which is the hairpin, as I already mentioned before, on the hot lap of Vladislav Mutyalenko. It's really important to get a good exit for to hit a good top speed here, and also the air settings. You just have to hit the really perfect balance. Like, I mean, I prefer the perfect aerodynamic settings.
Well, that's quite relative. Looking at the timing boards right now, we can see that the timings between the other drivers, the top driver at the moment has a 22-second gap between Sebastian Vettel's lap record
Jesus Christ.
and these cars. So yeah, you can see the difference between the cars. Bratton Hatton is the one.
is, I think, I don't know what nationality he has, but I'm not gonna just like say something about his name, but yeah, whatever.
No, let's just keep on pronouncing it like someone who is from England. So Bratton Hatton.
It, I don't want to say anything, but I think no, I don't know anything. Just never mind.
I think that's the reason why you don't have any Arabs in Formula One, because if you would have some Arabs in there, the pronunciation of the names would be terrible.
Ooh, and here we have slow motion action going on, and what the fuck is happening?
Mind your language, sir. And secondly, I think there is a problem
Sorry.
between the internet connection making these screens go haywire all the time. I think
Ooh.
our race. The track is badly optimized, we've heard from our race control, which means
Yeah.
we're going to see a lot of lagging.
Yeah, I had this. I drove this track, and My PC is pretty decent, I would say, and it had some really problems with the track, so
It's not our fault.
it's not recommended. Yeah, we're not recommending the track, but yeah. Here we not like somebody has driven the fast lap of this evening. It's Nox Robics.
Nox Robics, what a weird name. He put a 159.889. Oh, here we have Ludovic Baquin in the Golf livery. Coming along now, up into, no, what turn is that? I don't have the
It's
paper.
turn 1.
It's turn 1. Thank you. Exiting now between turn 2, very hard left-handed now. See him trying to do his absolute best because the setup of these cars are all stock. Everyone has the same setup, same engine and everything, same tyres as well. They have a mandatory pit stop again. We can see some heavy accidents in the back going on.
Ooh.
I think that's the track's fault. It's not optimized for anything.
Yeah, it's honestly you could. As the drifting around the corner, I don't know. Ace Racing League or Tokyo Drift, I don't know.
Oh, I know what the problem is with the drifting right now. The track is not optimized because Vladislav Vizhlenko was drifting as well last time, right?
But I think if Vladislav Muchlenko is drifting, I think he's drifting all the time.
No. No, you don't want to be drifting and then get the fastest lap. Come on now, I think that...
Yeah, maybe you just want to equal something out. No, nothing against the drivers. The drivers are all on top world level, so... And also, if you, one of the viewers, want to join, or just keep on watching this really interesting racing action going on here, please hit the like button and subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any other race of Season 2, which is going to be super exciting, I can tell you right now. There will be some update videos on our league as well, but just hit the subscribe button and the like.
As well, I would like to mention that we have got some newcomers, like this man right here. I think I'm gonna pronounce this just as in 16th century English. Nupiro. I think it's Japanese. Because the V used to be a U. And he's doing some spinning around, and he catches it. What? That was brilliant. Yeah. That was brilliant. As well, Mission Spinner has the fastest lap around here with a 158.854. Nupira is trying to do a 157.55. That is a beautiful time. And he's going on for a quick lap and go. And he takes the fastest lap. Nupira, after doing that amazing save, still takes the fastest lap. Could you imagine how fast he would have been if he didn't have that accident?
Yeah, maybe we see a new challenger of Vladislav Muchlenko right there.
Who would have guessed? Gonna have to get used to these names at the moment.
Yeah, we will learn it. We will learn it next season. Yeah. Here we see our second best of the evening, Jeff Jacobs, was a split of 0.055 seconds. So really close right now, and we're excited to see how this is going to unfold in qualifying, because they're doing, I think they just need to get a feeling for the track and the car right now. But I'm really excited for qualifying, honestly, because it's really close to each other. But I don't see Vladislav Muchlenko right now at the track.
Well, we've got
maybe.
We've got two sprint races. Maybe this is going to be a title contender between either Stein Prince, Vladislav Muchlenko, and oh my God, would you look at that? Stein Prince takes the fastest lap of a 156.66. Oh God. Yeah, I think he sold his soul to the devil just to win this championship. He's gone haywire.
Yeah, he did. Maybe has a tattoo on his neck as well. We don't know.
Well, I'm the person who went bold, but I'm gonna not put a swastika on the back of my head.
Yes, so nice.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, your commentator yesterday decided to just go, you know what, I'm gonna shave my head. So I did.
Yeet, I would say on that.
Yeah, that's what I said in my video when I sent it to the group.
Yeah, we saw your M2 cap, which is really nice.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Anyway, my girlfriend wasn't very surprised about that either. Anyway,
Maybe you
back
could
to
ask her if she like put sun cream on your foot. Jeff Jacobs just drove the second fastest lap of the evening, 1:57.138. And all the drivers who are crossing the line in the next 45 seconds can complete their lap. And here we see Jeff Jacobs, which is on a really fast lap right now. He has just 0.056 seconds split to the first. Maybe we'll see a new provisional first place for qualifying.
well, this is practice.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
What is Jeff Jacobs doing? He's not in the slipstream, or maybe it was in his dirty air.
but where is Vladislav Michielenko? I don't see his name on the board right now. Maybe he couldn't put a lap down, like, which is it's getting deleted by the race control, maybe as 5-second penalty, like every
Probably
time
like
the
that, 'cause he
FIA
did-
does.
No, because he's not in a Ferrari. Secondly, if he doesn't qualify in qualifying, he'll be at the back of the grid. Secondly, Jeff Jacobs coming along now for the last few corners of the racetrack. He's going in for a fly, a spit off flame and a glowing brake disc. You can see them way better now that we're doing it than the last late in the evening. This is our first night race as well. Trying to do his absolute best after exiting outside underneath the Yas Marina Hotel. Name I can't pronounce. Something along the lines of Nopuri goes along for the second fastest time. Jeff Jacobs tried to cross the line, going in for a.
What's the time? What?
What
Time
was-
just what?
What?
The lap didn't count. We just
The
heard
lap
from race
didn't
control.
count.
No, my God. See, that's what I mean. You have to be so exact. And Raul Doraya is on the side of the track. Oh, a big lockup from Cyprus. Into last corner. What a save from the Dutchman right there, who is living in Dutchland. I mean Netherlands. I'm sorry. And here we see his disc breaks glowing, and
We'll
he
be coming.
finishes on first place.
We'll be coming to you shortly after we do our interviews. Stay tuned. Check your phone.
He hasn't.
Stein Prince, hello, how are you? You took the fastest lap with a 156.666. How do you
Yeah.
feel?
Well, I mean, I can still improve. Doesn't quite feel like a clean lap to me.
Is the
I don't
track
know where
difficult?
Fladje ended up being. Oh, he didn't set a lap. Well, that's quite interesting.
Yeah, we were just commentating on that he didn't even put down a lap. Secondly,
Yeah.
is it difficult to drive the track? Because we're having some troubles, like with the frames per second, looking at the screen.
I mean, it's hard to get it without any mistakes, but I mean, it's quite enjoyable. Two straight, so great overtaking opportunities and a great technical last section. So I mean, I like it, but
Don't
it's
forget,
difficult.
you still don't have any DRS at the moment.
No, true.
Right. Well, Stan, I wish you the absolute best of luck with this title decider.
Yeah,
And
thanks.
I hope you have a lovely day. And good
Thanks.
race.
You too, man.
Well, Nupiro, could you please explain how I am supposed to pronounce your name? And he doesn't pronounce his name at all. It seems like Nupiro is mute at the moment. Maybe we'll move on to another interviewer. Well, it has to be Arnold as well. How are you doing, sir? How was that lap of yours?
Sorry, what did you say? Again, sorry, I was not paying attention.
Well, I would like to ask you, how was your lap? How difficult is it to drive at this Yas Marina circuit?
Well, yeah, I practiced a little, but that was without the full fuel tank, so I have to adapt a little. But it's a unique circuit with like a lot of square corners.
You're driving at the moment, are you?
Yeah, not anymore.
Oh, okay, cool. I would like to ask you how. What are like the difficult parts to get good at this track to like shave off a few tenths of a second?
Yeah, that will be like the first chicane.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you come from a long straight and then a quick left right because it's like you can go pretty fast through it, but you
Yes.
have to brake during the corner, so that's hard.
Braking in the corner, so you have to be like trail braking it.
Yeah, yeah, you could say so.
Well, Mr. Deswat, I wish you the absolute best with this race, and I hope you get a good race again and a lot of entertainment for the viewers.
Thank you. Have fun.
Well, you too. Sweet. Excuse me. Well, qualifying is on the way. Now we're looking at Nox Robics coming along now across the start-finish straight, putting down a
It's not the
th-
start finish.
what it looks like a start-finish straight, probably because of some
It's the
MotoGP
one.
start-finish.
It's the start finish straight, just between corner 10 and 11. That's also the slight left-hander where you can open your DRS. And here, I think, was the corner on the Sword was talking about. You have to brake in the corner and look that you don't lock up your real wheels so you don't get too much oversteer. I honestly hate this corner because turn 17 is really, really difficult. Like he said, braking in the corner, and with these cars, you're locking up the rear wheels so easy and you spin out so easy.
Well, I think here at Ace Racing League, we'd like to give the drivers a challenge as well, because if we keep making it too easy, one good driver is going to just fly away, take the championship, and go on again. But, oh my god, he puts down a 157.839, and then Stein Prince with a 155.906! That's a second off! And Vladislav Mitryenko only 0.006 of a second off his time. Unbelievably close between the title rivals, Vladislav Mitryenko and Stein Prince. But good motor racing. Stein Prince in the front, pulling away for Vladislav Mitryenko to just give an opportunity for Vladislav Mitryenko to go ahead in front. And CPU occupancy is over at 99%. I would like to suggest for race control to close any other apps for better viewing.
Maybe the Google Chrome is running in background. And as you can see, Vladislav Muchenko runs, I think, a new livery of his car. The Sim Apex livery. It's a little, like, it's a sponsor. He sponsors himself in Formula 2. If you don't have already, subscribe to our social media, and also go subscribe to our championship leader, Vladislav Muchenko, at Sim Apex on Instagram.
Prince, which is Stein_Prince_. Ladies, be advised, he does have a lovely girlfriend. So you have your better shot with that. I don't think a girl's watching this. Do you think? Looks like a bunch of virgins.
Yeah, I think motor racing is a sport for twins.
So I thought you were gonna
of
have
course,
like.
yeah.
I think you were gonna get us demonetized and say it's a motorsport for men, but happily you didn't. Anyway, back to the qualifying. Here, Stan Prince still in head of Verstappen Bianco, and I think he did a mistake over there because his lap didn't count and puts down a lap over 2 minutes. Fourth position goes to Knox Roberts in a 157.839, only 1.933 seconds off the pace.
And if I don't get it wrong, is this German flag on his? No, it's not. It's the what flag is it?
I think it was. It's a Romanian flag.
It's a Romanian flag. So
No. There is another flag in the world who looks exactly like it, only it's a bit darker. Maybe it's that one.
Which one?
Well, I'm gonna Google it right now. You keep on commentating if you want to.
Okay, so Knox Roberts is 1.9 seconds off pace. He really needs to turn on his party mode if he still wants to fight for a pole. But at the moment, he has a really good position in P4. So Imran Shaish, one of our more famous drivers here, and social media side, has driven a 2:01.3, and there's correspond. I think, if I'm not wrong, it's Mission Spino. What the name? Yeah, obviously what the name just saying. His spun is Mission Spino.
Well, I think the reason why Mr. Spino spun, he's going to receive 5 seconds penalty of the FIA, not us.
Yeah,
but
then
anyway,
he's going to switch the signs at the park.
Back to Knox Roberts. I found out that that is a Romanian flag, but also the Chad flag, and I'm not sure which one it is. The country of Chad.
Oh, Chad. Yeah, okay, I know it.
Here he comes to Knox Roberts going on for a flying lap, and it's still not the correct.
Chad. Wait, is it Chad? It is, I think.
No, it's Romania. Trust me, it's Romania. Chad flag is like a bit more darker.
Yeah, it is. I can see. I opened it on Google as well because it's in Central Africa. It's surrounded by Libya, Nigeria, and the north country of Nigeria. I think I don't. Yeah, I think you can all look up on Google Maps and
Mauritania.
What?
Mauritania.
No, the north, right? The north of Nigeria.
Northwest, exactly. Back to Jeff. Away from geography and back to Formula 3. We're not going to make this race boring like in Formula 1. Jeff Jacobs trying to do his absolute best to improve his lap time because his previous lap didn't count. And, oh my god, a bit of twitching over there, but still corrects it onto the main straight at the pit straight, excuse me. And he comes into third place, still does not improve in his lap time because his previous lap didn't count. On here now into turn 1 and turn 2.
Do you think it's boring? Now it's really heartbreaking for the right-left-hander, which are 90 degrees. There are some really hard corners which you don't expect to be that sharp at the apex. So, for example, there's a really sharp turn. It's over 90 degrees. It's turn 8, which is Jeff Jacobs approaching now after the long straight. DRS straight, by the way. Here we see him braking hard. Oh no, sorry, I looked at the wrong car. Here we see him braking really hard, flame spitting out of his exhaust. And here Nico Rosberg had a really hard stopping moment in his Renault, but Jeff Jacobs managing to get a really good exit out of it. So he opens his DRS for turn 11, which is also really hard braking. Right, left-hander here, you have to ride the curbs on 12 and 13. Get a good exit look so you don't get over the line and you're lap time does not count, and he manages really good. Now Arne the Swart told us something about this spot right here. See if Jack Jacobs manages it really good. Yes, he does without a lockup. That's really high-end quality driving right here from Jack Jacobs. Really good.
I think Jeff Jacobs is probably going to charge up for the pole position at this moment because he's doing an absolute flyer of a lap. Oh my god, there is
there's
almost...
traffic. There's traffic.
There's traffic ahead. He has to pull out of the way.
Oh,
And he
no!
ruined his lap time. That was one of the most beautiful laps ahead. He was almost a second off the pace.
No, that's
Oh my
so
God.
heartbreaking.
Who was that driver in
No.
front? We're going to see a penalty for that driver. There
Yes.
is no repercussions about that.
Oh, that was really, really
He
heartbreaking.
was a second ahead of the pole position time.
Oh, that.
Did you see? Because the time went like
Yes, I
it was
see.
54, then it went to 55, and then it registered that the time was off, and then it went to 56.
Oh, that's really.
We're gonna
really
hear
unfortunate.
from race control as soon as possible who that driver was, and then hear if there is a penalty involved or not.
I
Back
mean,
to
come
Bradley
on.
Atton in 8th position at the moment, only 3 seconds off the pace. Well, I was hoping it wasn't going to be a boring race, but I'm yawning all over the place even after I had a coffee. Bradley Atton trying to do his absolute best into the last few corners before he enters the Yas Marina Hotel. Could you imagine
No,
having a
he's
night?
already at the last corner.
Isn't that the part where Kimi Raikkonen basically said, like, leave me alone, I know what I'm doing?
That was, I think, under the hotel.
Yeah, that's... Oh, funny thing is about this track. Oh, Jeff Jacobs trying to do it again, but he's only 1/10 of a second off the time. But here we have provisional pole position for Stein Prince coming along now at the main straight.
I'm just looking up something. Yes, the Yas Marina circuit is on, who'd have thought, on the Yas Island at the marina. That's why it's called the Yas Marina circuit, by the way, just for people who ever wanted to know that about this circuit. And here we see provisional post setter Stein Prince heading down for the really heartbreaking turn 11, and he have really kissed the apex really good, like he does, and a little bit down the grass as well. And on his rear wing, you can see I'm sorry, I can't speak Dutch, so someone you have to jump in.
That's alright. I don't even know where you were going at with speaking Dutch, but anyway, here we are back with Stein Prince going along for the last few corners into the left-hander of, I think that is turn 18. 19 before he turns into turn 20, which then opens up into turn 21 where he goes underneath the hotel onto the main straight, pit straight, open up to DRS, and what's it going to be, ladies and gentlemen? And it is a 155.479, extends his pole position. Maybe he's going to start off into pole position and take the double whammy for Vladislav Julienko and probably win this championship.
Yeah, he's going for another lap. Yeah, all the drivers who are passing in the next 15 seconds can go for another lap, and I think some drivers are really going to improve, like Stein Prince. Maybe he's going to improve, we will see at the end of his lap.
I hope Jeff Jacobs extends his gap as well and probably takes his first pole position of the season.
Qualifying is over right now, yeah. Qualifying is over. Jeff Jacobs, we really want to see if he's started a new lap or not. But
Mrs. Benau out for 7th position. At the moment, we're going to see probably that in 8th position is I have no idea, but extends his gap.
Imran Shaikh, F1.
Oh, that's Imran Shaikh. I will pronounce your name correctly this time because I've spoken through him on Instagram. His name is Imran Shaikh, as in like an oil sheikh.
So is he rich or what?
No, I don't think so. He's Indian. Anyway, on to mission spin out, and he goes along onto the pit straight, and it's gonna be a
3-4.
157.647
P4
into
for him.
4th position. What a beautiful lap of mission spin out. Probably after the loads of hate, he is fed up and goes along for the fastest lap of the midfield.
And Jeff Jacobs is in the pits.
Jeff
Why is
Jacobs
it-
in the pits.
Yes, Jeff Jacobs is in the pits. He
I
had
think
6
he's very
tenths.
devastated with the. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the screen is going to turn black for just a minute before it's going to turn back for your rating. Either due to tech.
Okay.
Well, we are here with your pole position holder, Stein Prince, locked into screen. We would like to advise the race control that his CPU is going to burn up in 30 seconds. And that his steering wheel is not centered. Oh, what a terrible, terrible race this is. The final race of the season and everything is going wrong. 10 seconds before lights go out here at Yas Marina. 3, 2, 1. Lights out and away we go.
Oh my, that's so much smoke. Yeah, maybe it's your CPU that's burning. And we're going here into the first corner, and Vladislav Michelenko is already attacking. He had the inside line for turn 2. Oh, they almost made contact! They almost made... Oh, that's spinning!
And Vladislav Michelenko goes off and drops again to 8th, 11th
No.
position. He's plumbed that last into
Not again.
13th position. Why is this happening to Vladislav Michelenko? He's just throwing this championship away. He's just
As-
making so many complications for himself. But Stein Prince now has the upper hand in the sprint race. He's ahead at least 13 positions of the championship challengers. Vladislav
Yes.
Michelenko.
And maybe we're going to see, as we saw in Spielberg, we're going to see a really, really good recovery drive from Vladislav Michelenko, as we know it from him. But anyway, our controls are locked for 0 seconds right now. Now the controls are back in our hand as we see Stein Prince heading down for corner turn 11, and Jeff Jacobs is close behind him. Maybe he can get back into. Jeff Jacobs is through.
Jeff Jacobs is ahead of the championship challenger of Stein Prince, and he almost screws it up because there's another driver right behind of Stein Prince, and he's going to take the position away. And probably under the braking zones is going to be what's more difficult because Jeff Jacobs might take his first win of the season now, and also is going to take away the championship from Stijn Prins.
Really?
Yeah, okay, I don't know. If he doesn't win, it's not gonna like make it easier for him.
Oh, yeah, just gonna call race control real quick. So, are there double points? Okay, race control just text me back on MSN Messenger. Hashtag no copyright and not sponsored by Microsoft.
Well, they don't exist anymore, so I think there will be no copyright or sponsorship.
And Jeff Jacobs, he's really driving at his limit of the car right now because while Stijn Prins and the car in front are battling for second place, Jeff Jacobs needs to get out. First of all, he's out of the DRS window, and he also needs to drive away from them so he can have a good pit stop and is not in danger for an undercut or overcut.
Oh no, you haven't been paying attention. Vladislav Buchenko's already in 7th position. Only after a few laps, he is 7 positions ahead of where he is now. And he goes up into 6th place, but goes wide with his spin out. But he is great defending and probably pushed off his spin out of the track. But they are side by side at the moment. The championship leader and Mission Spinner right next to each other. Probably going to be a double whammy for himself because he has the inside line. But Vladislav Buchenko brakes much later and goes right ahead into the double chicane. Where there is a very difficult part when he has to go to the left side. Goes again into the left side. You can see those disc brakes glowing. And he is back in 6th position.
Yeah, here we can see really the experience of Vladislav Buchenko and the understanding of the car. He really has a feeling for his car. Oh, and there's his car spinning!
I am so happy that he didn't hit that car.
There. But Ludwig Berger, why is he spinning in his Porsche, with his Porsche sponsored car, maybe, and with a really nice Golf livery? But as I already mentioned, Vladislav Buchenko has a really good understanding of the cars. He really knows how to drive with the car, how fast he can go in the corners, how late he can brake, and that's really what a champion might feel for the car.
Sadly, though, Stijn Prins has dropped down into 3rd position, and he also has a lot of difficulty trying to make up these few places. He is right close to the driver ahead. I've sadly forgotten his name because it's very difficult, and he would have pronounced it as well in the interview because he was very mute. But secondly, he is in his slipstream. He's probably going to go for the overtake on the inside. He is coming closer by the second. They're very far away. A 1.7 kilometers straight this is, where Richard Hammond took the Porsche 918 for a go. And he goes for the braking, spit off flame of the exhaust. Glowing brake disc, you can see very well in the dark here. But he goes along for the fastest exit of that corner. Kimi Räikkönen would at this moment say, leave me alone, I know what I'm doing. But Stijn Prins, what are you doing? You've lost 2 positions. Your championship is at very much stake at this point.
It's really hard for Stijn Prins to get back up, as we can see here. Stijn Prins is also a really master of his car. He knows how to handle with the car as well, and
he's going over the outside.
And he didn't lock up, but he's having he's not having any advantage of this. And we see also a little oversteer, and this nice view from the T-cam down to the car of Stijn Prins. We can see how the livery is just well made of him. But now the car in front has a worse exit than Stijn Prins, but he doesn't have any of it. Why? Stijn Prins, he's such a good driver. We saw him winning races, having so good battles with other drivers, but now he just can't get past. Why?
I think he's trying to do it as safe as possible, because any mistake here will result in him losing the championship. Because we've seen it time and time again. We've never seen Stijn Prins winning a race, third position. Out of
And
the
also
podium.
Vladislav Muchilenko is chasing behind. He's already in
behind.
4th place.
He
He's
is
2.8
right behind him. Oh my god, he really has to go for an overtake right now. He is in the slipstream of the driver in front. Is he going to make it right now? He has to pull out at some point. Maybe he's in the dirty area, coming through the braking zone. They're going side by side, but no, the driver ahead still has
Oh,
the better exit.
they
And he is
almost touched.
really close to him. You could fit a cigarette paper between the two drivers. He is going along for it into the chicane. Maybe on the exit of that turn, he's going to go for the outside corner. But the inside line is the better one. He's going to go for it. He's going to take a move. And, oh my god, they're side by side. There's still a car length between them. But, oh my god, he's going to
They
go
can't
for the
fit through
double
the apex.
chicane.
No,
He's
they
going
can't.
through the inside line.
Oh,
And yes!
they touched.
No! He's lost it.
Oh, they banged wheels like Max Verstappen and Charles Leclerc did in Spielberg. I think they banged wheels as well. What a great battle of those great drivers as well. They're now heading towards turn 17
And he goes for the overtake.
He goes, but it's not over yet. It's not over yet.
Hang on, I think they're driving. And he is ahead. He is ahead. He is ahead. He is in P2. A bit of twitching over there, but he saves it. But that means that Vladislav Muchilenko is put at wrong places now. With oh my god!
Oh, he almost spins out. What a save! And now Vladislav Muchilenko has third-partied them. They're all 3 wide for the turn 1 again. We're already entering lap 5 now. They're heading into turn 1. Oh, and Sampras goes through in 2nd place. Vladislav Muchilenko in 3rd. And the red car loses out. No, he overtakes Vladislav Muchilenko.
He's pulling away. I think he's going to do it. Stan Prince is probably going for the podium position of P2. Jeff Jacobs way in front, but there is still a beautiful battle between the championship contenders at the moment. Stan Prince trying to do his absolute best, but now that means that Vladislav Muchilenko and Nupiri are battling this problem at the moment. So he has a lot on his hands right now. Because Nupiri is going to go close very behind him. He's going to go for a slipstream. Probably going to go for the overtake at the end of the straight. He's closing in another second. He goes into 6th gear. Listen to that engine roaring. But at the moment, he's going to go for the inside line. Go for the braking zone. No! He just catches his arm. But he locks up. And Vladislav Muchilenko is off the track.
They touched. I think they touched.
We'll have to see in the replays. We're going to ask race control for look for that detailing. But
they touched, yes, we gotta confirm. Vladislav Muchilenko touched the car in front on the rear left wheel, I think. But Vladislav Muchilenko goes through for again.
An overtake!
Oh, they look up. They look so up. This is so stressing for the tires. They need to stop really early for mediums or hard. Are they allowed to use more than one compound? Or just mediums? Yeah, okay, sorry. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, that I didn't read the rules through this morning. So they need to pit for mediums again. So this is really stressful for the tires. If they look up so many times and having oversteer and also battling, this is really abusing the tires. So maybe they're going for a 2 or 1 stop. If they're going for a 2 stop, they're maybe the quick drivers, Vladislav Muchilenko and Stan Prince, could go for a 2 stop because they're really fast drivers. What do you think?
well, I think these drivers has a lot of their hands at the moment right now because I've never seen that new Piri driver himself, but he is one hell of a driver. But do not forget, these guys don't have a team behind them doing the strategy. They have to decide themselves when to pit. They have to decide themselves.
While racing on this high level, yeah. Absolutely.
They have to do their own strategies. That is what makes this sport, Ace Racing League, so different from the others. Nupiri trumming along now for only 1.1 seconds off the pace, but Vladislav Muchilenko is already 2.8 seconds behind Stijn Prince, and Stijn Prince is almost 5 seconds behind the race leader. But this is going to be a very difficult moment right now. Ginger Malteser makes a terrible mistake, and we're probably going to see no, we are not going to see a safety car. Pulls that away, and he is in P11.
I had this moment too when I practiced on the circuit for having more knowledge what I'm talking about, because the curves there at the exit of the corner, I'm sorry, I have to look out for corner 4, between 3 and 4, the curves are really aggressive there. If you go too wide, you can't catch a car and you just jump over those curves.
is it that aggressive?
What?
Is it that aggressive? Those curves, are they that aggressive?
Yes. You literally fly like 1 meter, like it catapults you. And here we see Iron Sheikh, and I'm really sorry I don't know the name.
Imran Sheikh in P14 trying to do his absolute best to take over Knox Rocks. Didn't he qualify? Didn't he like go in for P4?
I don't think so. They were something around P8. I literally can't remember that good, but Vladislav Muchirienko. Oh, did we see the drivers like lapping a really fast time? Vladislav Muchirienko with a really fast time, 1:59.2, I think it
I
was.
think I just saw 157 at that point. Jeff Jacobs in the
Jeez.
lead, just comfortably trying to go for the most easiest win of the race this season. He's going to
Yeah,
pull off Lewis
but he has to
Hamilton at
watch
this
out.
point.
You have to watch out from behind because Stein Prince is holding the first seconds and maybe he's just saving tires. And at some point in the race, or maybe after the pit stop, he's going to like attack and give everything like Sebastian Vettel did in Monaco 2017.
Because the other thing we have to remember is that Stein Prince already shaved off almost a second of his time behind Jeff Jacobs. I know you can see a 4.3, but just a second ago you can see, oh my god, he's already half a second behind him. 4.5 seconds away from me. But here do you see the beautiful helmet of Jeff Jacobs, and as he exits that corner, goes along into the right-hander.
And also the beautiful car from Jeff Jacobs. Like what?
It is quite nice looking. I have to agree
Yeah,
with
it's,
that.
it's black and gold. It's really good matching colors.
It looks like
And also his helmet.
it looks like the Lotus 72D for Ayrton Senna back in the old days.
Or for the younger years here, it's like the Rich Energy House.
They stole that from Lotus. Jeff Jacobs puts down a 1:52.328 in the race pace. Stein Prince goes almost a second faster than the race leader. I think it's Stein Prince right now having a go at it and putting the hammer down and going full speed at this point.
As we hear Mike rustling from my commentator colleague, we're seeing Stein Prince just closing up a tenth of a second, but it's not very much. And Vladislav Muchirienko got overtaken by the driver in front. Could you please tell me his name? I don't know. And they're having a good battle side by side.
Nupiri very close to the Vladislav Michulenko. They're side by side. I think Vladislav still has a problem with his driving. Probably his steering wheel not working quite well, or something on his setup at home.
Not centered.
Vladislav at the moment is 8.8 seconds behind Stein Prince, and he needs to overtake Nupiri for him to even have a chance at having a good battle. But this battle as well. Into the double chicane they go.
Oh, that was really close up in Nupiri. Just like Vladislav Muchirienko did to him, he didn't do it to Vlad.
And he spins! He's off! He is off! Nupiri is off! That means that Vladislav Michulenko has no problem at all right now and just can go after Stein Prince. And I think it's only going to take up a few laps before he catches up into Stein Prince and takes away that podium position of P2.
We're half through the race already. Like we're entering lap 9 now. And I wonder when the reverse grid is going to kick in, and Mission Spinner is going for the pit stop.
Mission Spinner entering the pit at the moment. Vladislav Michulenko as well entering into the pits, and that makes him drop into P5. I think that he's going to come out in P8 at the moment.
Vladislav Muchirienko and Mission Spinner in the pits. He's exiting the pits now. Stein Prince is holding the gap really steady at 4 seconds. Jeff Jacobs really matching his pace of Stein Prince. What a surprise for the leader of this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix this evening. Thank you very much for watching, dear viewers. If you haven't done already, please smash like and hit the subscribe and the bell icon so you don't miss any other race in the next season.
I don't know why, but I cringe every time you say that.
Yeah, what should I say? Do you have any better, like, smash like?
Yes.
Bro.
Press the like button, and as well press the subscribe button, and then press the bell icon so you can be notified whenever we stream again.
Okay, yeah, you done
Bastard.
next time you say it.
Right then. Here we have Jeff Jacobs trying to do his absolute best when entering underneath the Yas Marina Hotel. You can see his brakes glowing up as well. I think he's just trying to build up a lead. But do not forget that Stein Prince is only 3.1 seconds behind him. Just 2 laps ago, he was 4 seconds ahead. That means that Stein Prince is catching on by the second a lap.
And they haven't pitted yet. You have to remember.
Stein Prince has pitted. Stein Prince is into the pits. I hope this pit stop works out well for him.
Ooh. It's stop starting time. I think we saw in another race, we saw someone locking up the brakes and sliding too far, like out of the pit box, so the pit crew couldn't.
This is interesting. I would like to show the viewers. The pit straight actually comes out into a tunnel, and you exit on the other side. Very interesting.
That's
Nupiri, the newcomer, which is quite good, is into the pits as well. That makes him drop.
Sorry. See, Barnsdale, he slided too far. That's what I said before. Some drivers are just like driving too fast into the pit lane, like Roman Grosjean did in 2015. And as you already mentioned, the pit exit going under the track and coming out on the other side, and they're skipping. I think they're skipping a turn, like turn 2. It's just straight for the people coming out to this pits and entering turn 3. Like, it was 1000 IQ from Herman Tilke who designed this track.
Well, this track, because we can know that this track is very famous for boring races. But I hope that Formula 3 and Formula 2 can make better races, because we have a race on our hands right now. Here we have Ludovic Barquin. I almost said Sergio Checo Perez because it reads like Perez right there. He's only a second off the pace of the driver in front. And he's going to do his absolute best to at least catch on to the driver in front of him.
Oh, Jeff Jacobs pitting. He's pitting in his gold black car, really fast pit stop. Like, I think they're Williams mechanics. They pitted him really fast. Stein Prince is catching up. 20 seconds. What was this? And he's on the pit straight. Now we see a pit battle. As I said before, he needed to watch out for an over-undercut. And there you can see he skips turn 2. And he's going out really close in front. Yes, 6 tenths.
They're close. They're side by side almost. Oh my god, they're only half a second away from them. Oh, this is going to be great. This is going to be probably one of the best overtakes in the world, because maybe at this point, our race control is moving the mice all over the place, but this could mean that the CPU occupancy can go over the roof, so please stop doing that. So here we go. Stein Prince into the slipstream of Jeff Jacobs, who's right in front of him. He is very close to him. He's only half a second behind him. If we can see some onboard footage of Stein Prince, here we go. Is he going to make it until the end of the street? It's coming very close, but no. Maybe he's going to catch up a few tenths of a second between the braking, and they go into the double chicane at the exit right there. Probably the better line for Jeff Jacobs ahead.
But remember, Jeff Jacobs has fresher tires.
Jeff Jacobs has the fresher tires, but he still has to get those tires up to temperature. And Stein Prince has already pitted, so they are already up to temperature. Maybe he can catch up some times, and ooh, blocking up from Stein Prince. That's not very good. He's already on 1.5 seconds behind the race leader. I think that's pressure, because he really knows that he has to perform at this point right now to take this win? Over to you.
I'm gonna take with the fastest lap of the race with a 1:53.799. The owner of a decently big Instagram page, F1 dot Vits. I'm sorry, F1 dot Vits. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to him, and also subscribe to our Instagram channel if you have Instagram. And here we see Stein Prince. He has already, Jeff Jacobs has already built a lead of over 1 second, I think. But Stein Prince has driven a little bit faster lap, as you can see him burst into corner 3 and 4 right now. And Vladislav Muchinenko is 11 seconds straight behind them. Maybe he's going to third party them as well. What do you think? Did he pit it yet?
I think he pitted as well, but he's 11 seconds off the pace, and we still have 4 laps till the end of the race. Either he has to put down a Senna in
And there's also
1988, or this is.
there's also a battle going on between 10th and 11th. I think they're also half a second out. Maybe the broadcaster will go to this battle for 1 point.
10th and 11th.
Yes, here we see Nox Robics and the car behind fighting for 1 championship point, which are really important for them. Every point matters here in this league because this league is so mostly equalized. As you can see, a good example on the standings as well. Here. For example, Imran Sheikh and Lojovic Berger are both having 51 points, and Arne de Swart just 1 point behind, and Jeff Jacobs also from 5th to 7th place. They're only 5 points difference. And then a little bit more far behind, Alex Blumket and Luca Den Hartog having 22 points, also equalized. Nox Robics, which we're watching his battle right now, has 15 points, Ruben Martinez 12, and our really famous Formula 3 driver in real life, David Beckman, having also 12 points, which he brought.
I'm going to interrupt you here because we have a battle on our hands between the Ruben Hasselford Hayen, and I forgot this driver's name, if we could see that again.
Raul Toraya.
Raul Toroya, the newcomer. He's battling on with the. Oh my god, did it make contact?
He T-boned him, yeah.
We T-boned him just like a tortilla coming along into a bloody burrito. We still only have 13 laps of this race on our hands. Back to the race leader.
It's
Jeff
under
Jacobs.
investigation, yeah. This crash under investigation, and we think he's giving he's handed a penalty.
We will see about that when Race Control gets us an answer. Right now, Jeff Jacobs coming along now for the race lead, but he is still haunted by Stein Prince in the back, who really needs every bit of point he can have. But I also would love to see Jeff Jacobs win at every moment in this race. Probably going to be one hell of a battle for the end. We still only have 4 laps before the end of the race.
And I just heard from Race Pro after 3 laps, please stay in the live stream. We're going to have another race with reversed grid. So just imagine the whole grid gonna run. That's what reversed grid means.
Well, you would have to imagine that our pole position sitter will start from the back.
So actually,
I think it's race finished. Like.
Well, so they drive the other way around. That's what you mean?
No, I mean you said pole sitter, so I think it's just the first race winner, isn't it?
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, we just heard from Race Control. that the race winner will start from
Yeah,
that position then, from the back.
that's cool. That's really cool. We have this new feature here in Ace Racing League. So, Samet, get ready for cringe. If you're enjoying this racing action, please press the subscribe and press the like icon with your mouse. And after you've done that, activate the bell icon to not miss any other race of our league in Season 2.
Why are you turning French? Because come on, we're having a battle of the century at the moment between Jeff Jacobs.
Yes,
and
battle of the
you're trying to do
century.
a bloody French. Come on now.
And he is within a second between Jeff Jacobs. That means that he is within the slipstream of him. If you can see another few 2 laps of him, or 3, I don't know, is it 2 or 3? Anyway, and he locks up. Jeff Jacob locks up, and he's already second behind him. If we can see Steinprinz into the slipstream of the main straight, that means that Steinprinz might have a chance of overtaking him and taking
I
that
think he's
win.
too far away. He's too far away. It's not 9/10.
I
Even
know
if
it's 9/10,
you
but
go-
oh my god,
and
he's
here's
switching all over the
Snap
place.
over here. Snappy always here. I don't know what car is he driving here.
I
Is
think it's a Toyota MR2,
Yes.
famous for the snap oversteer.
Yeah. I don't know if Ace Racing League or freaking. Oh, and see, that's what I'm here.
No! Oh my god!
Jesus, what the hell was that?
That
What
would have
was
been
that?
one terror.
Oh my god! Please.
We're hearing screams from
Meow,
somewhere.
I know. This is the famous meme: man screaming at an egg. But
No,
that's,
we don't
oh
need
my,
a man
please
screaming
stop.
at an egg right
Please
now,
stop.
because we have Steinprinz trying to challenge Jeff Jacobs, because he in his dirty air at the moment. I don't think he's gonna lock up his brakes, but yes, he does. I think he's trying to take every bit of braking that he can at the moment, and he goes a big lock up and has an oversteering moment, but manages to save that. But sadly, that means that he is 3.5 seconds behind the race leader, and that means probably that he's going to finish in second position. Steinprinz, if you're hearing this, calm down. You're not gonna make this, son. Maybe this is gonna make it even easier for Vladislav Michulenko to catch on to you. You're already 4.5 seconds behind the race leader. There is a car next to us who is spun away. But over to the race leader, who's going to take... Oh, no, never mind. Go to right there, Nupiri and Atara, which are having a battle of their own. Brat and Atten, and they're switching positions just like it's in a video game, and they go side by side. Brat and Atten locks up, and he has taken the position in 4th place.
That's some really high quality battle right there.
That was probably one of the overtakes of the race. We're on our final lap right now. Over to Noah Schneider to do the final lap review.
Here we see Jeff Jacobs and Steinprinz catching up to some back markers. Hopefully they're getting out of the way. Blue flag, he screams in his best battle impression. And Steinprinz has a gap of 4 seconds. What has the Dutchman done right there? I really want to know what is going on at his home, in his head right now. But he's catching really quick. He has already made up 2/10 of a second in the first sector, but I don't think so. So Jeff Jacobs is on a good way of winning the first race. Why is he battling? Oh yeah, no. Why are they battling through those really tight corners here in Gas Marina?
He has to give him the position. He
Yes,
has to give him position.
Yes, blue flag he screams his best impression, as I already said before. He battled through turn 8, 9, and 10. There's so tight corners. We saw some really horrific incidents like Hulkenberg and Grosjean did last year. But Jeff Jacobs is on the way of winning his first sprint race ever in the Ace Racing League, and there we see a really far behind Steinprinz, who's 3.5 seconds behind, and a really slaying Vladislav Michulenko, who is 28.7. seconds behind, but he's going to start in front of all them, like Jeff Jacobs and Sign Prince, in the next race, race 2. And he's going through the last corner, and Jeff Jacobs wins the first race of this evening. What a what a great drive of the youngster in the black golden car, and Steinprince second. Vladislav Muchidenko driving under the one. Nipiro is really close.
They are still fighting for the lead, ladies and gentlemen.
They're fighting for third place. Nipiro, what is he going to do? Is he going to dive in like Charles Leclerc did in Le Castellet? No, Vladislav Muchidenko and Nipiro are going to cross the line as third and fourth. What a race of Muchidenko right there. He did a really good, and here you have a Mission Spinner who is going through the last corner as well and crossing the line after 18 laps of the Yas Marina circuit. Ludovic Perquet is already waving to the fans as he crosses the line, I think, right now. And here we have Jeff Jacobs in the screen and his first win of the evening.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back in either 1 or 2 minutes of the reverse grid. Stay tuned for the second race of the evening. Yes, we're giving you 2 races this evening, so stick around for some more haywire and amazing action of Ace Racing League.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, dear viewers, to our second race of the evening with reverse grid. I don't know if you see anything, but I can't see shite. So let's wait a second now. We have the reverse grid as you know it from real life Formula 2. First, Nox, then Imran Shaikh, then in third. Nicolas Lodjewick, Mission Spinner, Artan, MVP, Vladislav Muchilienko, Steinprinz, Jeff Jacobs, one leg, and one leg completes the reverse grid.
You're seeing the drivers right now just weaving all over the place. This is what is called a formation lap, one of the first ones we had in Ace Racing League. You can see also that the drivers who finished in last position in last race are now in front. This is the idea, to give the drivers in the back of the grid, who are not so good at qualifying, probably better at racing, give them a better chance at this race as well. We're now at full dark at the Yas Marina Grand Prix. You can see the grandstands filled up, but sadly it isn't as much as our YouTube itself. I would like anyone to please share this video as much as possible if you're liking it, for some great racing experience, as well as to please like this video as well and press the subscribe button as well with the coupled with the bell icon to put that notification on, so you can always see when we upload some new videos and when we upload some new content and when we go live. And now our screens have just went dark.
Very unfortunate right now, but now we're here with Nox, and they crashed at the back. I think Ericsson hit them.
Well, sadly, we can see a lot of the back markers or the midfield having a lot of problems at the moment, but they're very close to each other. Finally, Rox Norix, or what's his name again? I don't know. Let's just call him Roblox for now. Rox Nobix leading away from Hassel Verheyen, who's in P2 at the moment, the highest he's ever been in. Couple that with Imran Sheikh, who is in P3. Behind him is I'm trying not to say Sergio Perez, but I keep on saying Sergio Perez. Forgot his name. Oh, Perquin, Lodewijk Perquin, who is right behind him in P4. This is Spinner in P5. But this is the idea of having a closer gap to one another, because you can see that every driver is within at least half a second of each other in the first 5 positions. Very close racing between Imran Sheikh, who's going to go for the second position of Azafare. Is he going to go through the inside? No! And he made contact!
That's probably gonna suffer a penalty from Assetto Corsa itself, because if you cut a corner in a race, we have corner cutting enabled. And if you cut a corner in a race and then Assetto Corsa tells you to slow down for an amount of seconds, you gained too much. So I think some drivers need to slow down before end of this lap. And you will see Imran Sheikh in 3rd place and Arno de Swart in 8th, and Vladislav Muchilienko is in 15th place still. What happened to the guy who's leading our championship right now? Could we have a replay on that?
We sadly can't, since this is a live stream and we are on YouTube. We can't give you a replay on that, but you can, as you want to, go by yourself and look at the moment when it happened to Vladislav Muchilienko. back to Mr. Spenno, who's trying to do his absolute best to keep close to Imran Sheikh. Probably this is one of the best decisions we've ever made because this racing is very close to each other. Last year, Esteban Ocon and Max Verstappen almost made contact over here, and it's happened again. Mr. Spenno avoids that crash as a legend. What a lightning fast reaction of the driver, who is right close into each other, very close between each other. You can see a train of drivers ahead. Probably Mr. Spinner going to have it to overtake on Imran Sheikh. He has the faster line, and he's done it. Mr. Spinner in P4.
Oh, really good overtaking from the man with the vodka advertisement on his airbox. Now he needs to close into Ludwig Berger, who is 1.9 seconds in front, and Imran Sheikh is dropped back behind Schneider. But is he going to fight back after the long old pit straight towards turn 12 and 13? No, he can't. Imran Sheikh stays in 6th place, and he's getting caught by the next. Oh, yeah! They crashed!
My God!
They crashed! Oh my God! What
Stan
has
Prince has just
happened
went
there?
off.
Jesus Christ!
I don't know
my
if that was a traction control problem, or that was his own fault, or
It
he
was
made
his own
contact
fault.
with someone.
I don't think so. Oh, Imran Sheikh is getting under pressure from the car behind. I can't tell.
Nupiro.
Nupiro, thank you very much, Samit. You are the English pro in here.
Just go on.
Hessel Verheyen has. Oh, and Imran Sheikh! Did he catch it? Yes, he did!
Caught it!
What a caught from the guy from England who's having a Instagram account who is pretty decent famous, F1.simvids. And if you haven't subscribed to our social media channels, please check it out at Ace Racing League.
Back to the racing itself. Breton Assen, who is in 8th position, very close to the driver in front, who is just Arnaud de Zwart. He's going along now. Arnaud de Zwart almost makes some mistakes over there. We can see that Breton Assen has a different line and exit, but Arnaud de Zwart has the better exit, but he's very close, within half a second of the slipstream. He's only within half a second of him. He's very close into him. He has to move over to the left, man. There is no slipstream over there. He's just catching on air at the moment, and makes him only close up for like 0.2 of a second. Oh, he's trying to do a double whammy, but it hasn't worked, sadly.
And here we see going through the critical. There are 2 critical zones after a long straight. For example, it's turn 5 and 6, which is a left-right hander. Turn 8 and 9, which is really tight, and turn 12 and 13, and
We can
also
see
turn
that has Arnold as well made a lot of contact with Breton Assen over there. He was hitting him
Oh, I think-
repeatedly. I think we're going to see something from the race control over there,
think we have
because that
damage.
was clearly on video.
I think he has damage. Look, he's driving really slow. You can see if you have damage on the axle, you can see it really good from the driving style. Me, once I had an online race and I had damage on the axle for multiple laps, and it's really hell to drive, especially around here where you have to be so concentrated in the narrow sections. For example, sector 2 and 3, and Nipiro has driven the fastest lap, 157.63, and also Ethel Verheyen has driven the. No, he hasn't. I'm sorry, my fault. Hassan Verheyen is in 3rd place behind Ludwig Berger and Knox Roberts. Thank you very much for my brain who has remembered the name.
We would like to inform the viewers who are watching how we keep remembering the names. We don't look them up. It's our race control, Cemal, who just sits there at his computer doing all the work for us. A great man,
Yes.
actually. We
And-
just hear a very, very dry voice of him just saying, Knox Roberts. And we just say, yes, Knox Roberts, that's the guy we are looking for. Thank you very much.
And also the man who is on the cameras is always weaving around his mouth when something is happening, like we saw in Spielberg
It is very close between Nupiro and bloody Hasselverheyen when they're going side by side. Oh my god! And they made contact. He went into the back of him. That was inevitable, but he still manages to take the position ahead of him. Nupiri is in P3.
Hasselverheyen is inevitable, but Nupiri, he is Nupiri. And I don't know who Samad whispering to. And Hasselverheyen! He locked up his rear wheels and he got oversteer. That's the problem of turn 17, right there before the Yas Marina.
We just saw another driver under the swap to just watch off
as well. There's so many drivers spinning there, and as I know it from my own experience, it's a really hard corner to drive. I mentioned it so many times. No.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. We have
do you want to explain or do you want me to explain it?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have a really, really talented driver right here. The driver you see right here in the green and blue, wonderful green and blue car. His Steam name, or better his in-game name, is One Leg. He's on P11 right now, and his name is not a joke, or is something funny. He actually, just got told from race control, he actually has one leg and drives in Ace Racing League. Let's give a little applause for him.
I can't clap because I'm holding the microphone with the other hand, but
okay, I'm clapping just on my own.
That is quite a beautiful story, but I fucking love excuse me, if pardon my French, but I love the joking behind his name because I was thinking, I was looking at this at the standings, and I just at the grid, and I saw one leg, and I thought like, I don't know, maybe he breaks with his right leg, but he has one leg. Come on, you have to give it to him. That is a good man.
That's incredible.
That is good.
And he also catches this one. That's incredible. Really, really good. Thank you very much, One Leg, that you're driving in our league. And yeah, I hope you're enjoying it here. So here we see Nox Robics, here we see Nox Robics heading for the final turns here at the Yas Marina circuit with flames spitting out of his exhaust right there, entering lap 7 of 16 of our reverse grid race. I would like to know how the points are getting shared with the drivers. Okay, I just got informed the points will be handed after the race, so stay tuned. Nox Roberts and Ludwig.
I think we should look over to Stan Prince, who is challenging the driver in front of him at P9. Excuse me, my microphone was turning off, but he is very close, within at least 0.2 of a second of the driver in front of him. Sadly, I forgot his name, but he's trying to go for the outside, and he does! Stan Prince goes up to P9! And he's doing donuts over there. I hope that driver ahead of them goes out of the way. I think that's Hasselverheyen, ladies and gentlemen. Hasselverheyen made a spin over there, which means that Stijn Prince and the driver behind him are coming up very close, which makes it easier for Stijn to pick up more places. Vladislav Chudienko in P13 still has a lot on his hands to make some more position. But Nupiri, still a P3, trying to challenge with Lodewijk Perquin.
And also Lodewijk Perquin is coming closer to... Rollcaster, please. Tell me his name.
Lodewijk Perquin is coming closer to Nupiri. Nupiri is coming closer to Lodewijk Perquin and to Nox Robics, who is in front of him.
Nox Robics, thank you very much. That's the name I was looking for.
There are at least 1 second close to each other. I think you should write down that name somewhere in front of you so you don't ever forget it. Oh my god, and Nupiri locks up and it goes into the pits. Nupiri goes into the pits.
That's a really clever move. No, it's actually a standard move because he's going in the middle of the race, he's pitting in the middle of the race. So, yeah, that's pretty standard. He's holding to the strategy gave by our tire compound company.
That means that Ludovic Perquin is in the second position.
Excuse me, Mission Spin Out in P3 at the moment, who's never been as high as that, and Jeff Jacobs in P4. But have you looked at Stein Prince, who is in P9 at the moment? Vladislav Michelenko is still in P13. Wait, hang on. If I do the calculation of the standings, and you do the broadcasting,
Yes.
I'll be right back with you.
Okay. Ludovic Perquin is catching up to Nox Robics. I hope I said the name right this time. With his beautiful Wolf livery right there and his Porsche powered car. They're braking really hard. Here you see all the locked up wheels who drawn a black line on the tarmac. And Ludovic Perquin is coming really close. 6/10. It's looking closer than it really is. 6/10 are pretty decent gap. But Ludovic Perquin is really pushing. You see, he's oversteering and he's locking up his brakes. He really wants that win, and also Nox Robics it will not give him the position like everything else, like a blue flag. He will fight for it, I know it. And Stein Prince has overtaken and got up to 8th place, and Iron Chase has also overtaken someone for 5th place. That's really good, and Jeff Jacobs has just driven the fastest lap of 1:58.333. Very good lap of the Belgian driver. And now they're heading towards the final straight. Here we're staying on the broadcast for a battle of first place. Ludovic Perquin is really getting close. And is he going for the overtake? No, he's really like closing the gap to Nox Robic.
I would like to know, Noah, what position did Stein Prince finish in the last race?
I don't know, but you can look and
Our race control will check for us as I'm doing the calculations for the championship.
P2.
so Ludovic Perquin, if he's getting closer, he also gets in with the dirty air of Nox Robic. And that's also a big factor here with those Formula 3 cars, but really depending on the aerodynamic settings that they have and the power input they gave with the throttle. And Ludovic Perquin is going for the pit stop. Is this an undercut? Is this an undercut attempt of Ludovic Perquin? Now Nox Robic need to push really hard.
In order for Stein Prince to win this championship, he has to finish at least in P1. And we still have 6 laps left of this race. But anyway, we still have a lot on our hands. Because Stein Prince is already into P6. And Vladislav Michelenko is in P10. That means only 1 point.
Yes! What 1 point? I did not listen, I'm sorry.
Oh, excuse me. I think this is going to be a close one between Arnaud de Zwart and the other driver. I forgot his name, excuse me for that. But they are very close side by side, and it is Arnaud de Zwart who stays ahead of if we could see race control clicking on the lane again. Ginger
Malteser.
Malteser. Oh, bloody Nora. Ginger Malteser coming along now into
Oh, there's
the
a
12th
car.
position, but he's coming ahead of Arnold as well. They're side by side. They're switching positions all the time.
Oh,
And
no,
there
we
is
crashed
contact.
Again. Why? So many crashes, Jesus. Crikey.
That is the second time Ginger Malteser has spun over there.
I love how you pronounce it. That is the second time. Yes, that's true. Ginger Malteser. I don't know what's wrong with his car. Did he pit yet? Race control. Malteser. Ginger Malteser hasn't pitted yet. Can we please have a list of the drivers who haven't pitted yet?
Well, Jeff Jacobs is ahead in P1 because
Oh,
Rox
yes!
Norix is in the pits, ladies
We
and gentlemen.
missed
Jeff
it.
Jacobs
Oh.
is ahead.
Where's... And... Oh,
We don't care.
why are you doing noises as you would have a cat on your keyboard and...
I don't
the
care.
cat
I
needs
don't
to
care. I
stick
don't want
off?
anyone to notice until the end of the race. That's what I mean.
You know what? Does Santa Claus exist?
Well, stop. We're not going there. Anyway, Jeff Jacobs, who is ahead of in the race at the moment, who has Rox Norix still behind him. I think Jeff Jacobs has already pitted, hasn't he, race control? Oh, Jeff Jacobs, has he pitted yet? We are not
Do
sure.
Ferrari championship hopes still exist?
Well, of course they do. We have Leclerc and Vettel.
Yes.
Lodewijk Perquin, who is in third position, is only half a second between Rox Norix and himself. If we could go over to that race control.
Broadcast?
Rox Norix and
What the-
Lodewijk Perquin. Thank you. Oh my god, he has an ANWB logo on his helmet. That is just like the Dutch AA services.
The Dutch what?
The AA, just like when your car breaks down and they come help you.
Like in Switzerland you would call it the Tates, yes.
Yeah, he has that on his helmet.
Yeah. If your car lies down in Switzerland, we come and give you a tow with our 458.
Does it have a tailgate then?
No, I hold the road by myself.
Good one. Anyway, we're back to the racing because
Yes!
Rox Norix is still in P2 and Lodewijk Perquin is closing up by the second behind him. They're going into the first and second left-handers of this circuit. Very close indeed because this driver is very well skilled. Even though mostly he is occupied at the back of the circuit, he is performing at the front. Nox Robix trying to do his absolute best at defending him, but in this onboard footage, ooh, you can see the car twitching almost everywhere. But he's in a slipstream. He's only 0.8 of a second behind him, and there's a lovely emoji on his helmet as well when he tries to close up onto him. And there is no way. I'm probably going to see some locking up when he tries to brake. No, he does not. That is actually beautifully done. If he can get the better lines at the exit, maybe he can close up some few tenths when he catches him on the next few corners
I wonder
into
how
the next
far,
straight. Which
I wonder
isn't the
how
straight.
far they're going to take it. If Ludwig Perquin is still going to catch up towards Nox
Nox Robix.
Robix, they're maybe gonna know they're too far away, they can't third partying, but I think Stein Prince is closing up to Mission Spinner now in 6th place. Maybe we switch on to that. And Stein Prince's championship hopes are still alive for Summit. Am I right?
Yes, they are. And if we can go over as well to Atten Bratten, I forgot his name again, and oh, the two weird names. Anyway,
Really?
back to Stan Prince and Mr. Spinner. They're doing absolute best as they can to defend the position of Mr. Spinner, but he is very much driven to win this championship. He's going through the lines as well. They only have 4 laps before something drastically can change. Here they come into the right-hander. They're going side by side onto the pit straight for the second to last time. Obviously, we can see that there is no DRS in this race.
Because
I don't know. I wasn't in the briefing when we did that.
because unfortunately, as we already mentioned in the practice sessions, this circuit is not fully up to date on a high standard, so it doesn't have any DRS zones. So you can open the DRS wherever the frick you want. So we just thought about either the drivers are gonna cheat and open the DRS anyway, like anytime, or we're just going to forbid the DRS. So we forbid the DRS.
We can see Stan Prince almost half a second as close to the driver in
very
front of him.
interesting, right?
Very close indeed. There are only 3 tenths between each other. They are. Would you please stop laughing, because there is a race ahead of us. Only three tenths between them. Into the second straight, Stan Prince goes along. Maybe he's going to go through the inside with the braking. No, but he doesn't lock up, but he goes for it. Into the double chicane. And very close indeed. You can fit a cigarette paper between them. He goes through the inside. Yes, he does. Stan Prince is into 5th place. And he almost made contact.
He pushes him out. Mission Spinner had no place to go. If Sanchez pushed him out more, like I don't know, will this go under investigation?
We'll see from race control itself.
Okay, I just shortly gonna check it. You keep on commentating.
Right, here we are back with Stan Prince, who's only 5 seconds behind the race of Nupiru, who's ahead of him. Lodewijk Parquin and Rox Norrix is going to probably go on for the win. Lodewijk Parquin is only half a second between them. There is a better exit for Rox Norrix. Nox Rorix, I don't care anymore. But there are only 3. There is a back marker right behind them. And it is Hassel Verheyen, who's 4 laps behind them. But he is only 0.6 of a second behind him. And that's Jeff Jacobs right there. And it's a very close one. It's Nox Rorix who stays ahead, but he goes through the inside and probably takes a position over there, but does not. Still a very beautiful move by the driver in front and behind him. But you can see Jeff Jacobs in the background trying to do his absolute best to join the party as well. Maybe it's going to be a 3-horse race at the end of this race. We still only have 3 laps left of this amazing Grand Prix. Very, very beautifully handling of Nox Rorix in front as they go into the left-hander. And Lodewijk Parquin trying to do his absolute best to stay as close as possible. But Jeff Jacobs is closely by the second. He's only 0.3 of a second behind him. This is going to be one of the most beautiful races I've ever seen, ladies and gentlemen. Blowing brake discs as they go under the hotel. Nox Rorix pulling away. He's already 1.5 seconds ahead. That's probably because Jeff Jacobs is pulling in front and playing a lot of pressure. And Jeff Jacobs goes into P2. He has done it, ladies and gentlemen. What an absolutely awesome race. And here they go. Probably going to be overtaken again by Lodewijk Parquin. And into the first left-hander they go. They're almost side by side. Thankfully, no contact over there.
I'm back. I just rewatched it.
Yes.
And if you take the FIA regulations really exactly, so I'm going for the point that normally if you get the corner, if he just gets oversteering, so he would just turn in and slide because he's too much speed. He hadn't got too much speed, so he got the corner just right. He didn't have any oversteer. But he opened up the steering towards the exit of the corner, and Mission Spinner was still there. So I would say we investigate that further, and it's not over yet because, yeah, as I said, Steinprinz he opened up the steering and Mission Spinner was still there towards the exit of the corner. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah, I do. Just like Sebastian Vettel and Lewis Hamilton.
Yes, but Sebastian Vettel, he opened up the steering, but he was straight with the circuit, and Steinprinz opened up the steering before before they were straight to the circuit. Like he was like 30 degrees towards the direction of the circuit.
Yeah, I don't think Sebastian should have gone that penalty.
Yes, he definitely opened up the steering towards the exit, so I think it was an illegal overtake. It's my opinion is illegal overtake.
Well, who knows anyway.
Yeah, race control is going to decide. Not our
Jacob's
problem.
trying to do his
We
absolute
just
best
need
to stay in with the driver in front, but probably going to be one hell of a move if Jeff Jacob wants to win this race himself.
Hopefully they don't touch.
First race as well.
Hopefully they didn't touch in the last lap because Ludwig Perquet is also really close. If they touch and spin, Ludwig Perquet is going to win the race. And as you see, the tension is getting higher and the CPU occupancy is going over 99% because this race is not boring at all. If you want to see more of this really not boring racing action, please press the subscribe and the like button with your cursor, and if you haven't already done that, activate the bell icon. And Jeff Jacobs is now really close. CPU occupancy over 99%. He's going for the move. Will we get him on the brakes?
He's gonna go for the sideline. Is he gonna make it?
Ooh, that's going
No,
to be
but he's gonna make
close.
it. Almost
Switch
contact
back.
between the two
No
drivers.
switchback move here now through the chicanes. Now, look, Jeff Jacobs has a disadvantage because he's in the dirty air through the double right-hand corner, and here's where the aerodynamics count. But Nox Robics is really braking later than him, but they're not locking up at all. Here we see Jeff Jacobs coming really close. He's really fighting for it with Nox Robics. Of course, it's
Who's it
about
gonna
a
be?
race win.
Who's it gonna be?
Is it going to be Jeff Jacobs or
Rob's
Nox
Robics.
Robics?
Nox Robics. Who
They're
cares
going
anymore?
Yes, they're going into the final corner.
Oh my God! It's Jeff Jacobs who spins. Turn quick, Jeff. Jeff, turn quick. You can still make a podium if you make it. Come on,
Yeah,
come
he's
on.
gonna make a
He
podium.
makes a podium spot. He's made it. Oh my God! It was the pressure.
Jeff Jacobs, but Nipiro was also really close behind, and Steinprinz finished sixth place.
Sixth place it is
Steinprinz.
towards Steinprinz,
And
but
that's
it is in
over
seventh
the
place.
championship. And now here we have our man who won the first race of the season, who is now going to finish 7th in the last race of the season, but he won so many times. We've seen so many great drives of him. Our champion for season 1, Vladislav Mochilenko, crosses the line in Abu Dhabi, and he's allowed to do donuts right now. And what a man. Look at him. Look at his car. This is a championship winning man.
I would like to
Very
mention
good drive.
every driver this season. It has been absolutely terrific to be working with you all the time. I remember our interview when we started doing the commentating. I remember the first race, the second race, and third race. And
we
I've been
start
watching every
commentating
time the
together.
races when I wasn't there. This was a hell of a season. I would like to thank every driver in this championship. I would like to congratulate Nox Robics on his first race entry, and with our championship winner Vladislav Michelenko on this race, to congratulate him on the Ace Racing League 2019 championship. I would like to congratulate Steinprinz as well, the runner-up to the championship, to give us as well beautiful wins and unexpected races. It
And
was
of course-
absolutely amazing.
And of course, I'm speaking now in the name of the whole staff, and the whole viewers and the whole drivers, we as the Ace Racing League wanted to thank you, Samet, for commentating here. It was really fun to commentate with you the last 2 races we've done together. Thank you very much.
It was very beautiful working with you, Noah.
And we see each other in Switzerland.
I hope to see you as well.
And with this, ladies and gentlemen, we move on to the interview. Stay tuned. First, the winner.
Okay.
Nox Robix.
Hello.
The man with the really difficult name. Congratulations on your first win this season.
Thanks.
We saw some really tension moments there. Did you sweat in the last few corners?
Oh, can you repeat, please?
How did you feel in the last few corners of the race, or your last few laps? You were getting pressure from behind.
Oh yes, Jeff Jacobs came from behind, and for 2 laps, I think he was half a second behind me. And one moment it was very close to overtake me, but I had the inside, so I defend.
So really good race of you. We hope to see very much more race victories of you next year. Thank you for
Thanks.
racing, and see you
Wait, I
next
would like
time.
to ask a question to
Thanks.
Nox Robix.
Yes, do it.
What's up with the name?
Oh, it's a very long story. My actual name is Robert, and Robix is a nickname for that. And Nox, yeah, when I was a little kid, me with my friends created a mini clan, I can say, or something like this, named Nox. And
I just wanted the explanation of the name. Thank you very much. Congratulations on the win. We have to
Thanks.
move on with the interviews. Have a good day.
Jesus.
Sorry.
No problem. The great master of the Ace Racing League, Vladislav Muchilyenko, our champion of the 2019 season 1. How do you feel on that?
Well, I would feel better
Parents
if
must be
the
proud.
racing was better, but yeah, I'm honored to win, but yeah, this race was a disaster, so maybe it's affecting a little bit my happiness, so I'm sorry about that, but that's how it is.
Okay, but you won the championship. We saw so many great drives of you, but what was on with this race today?
Well, people, damage, and my mistakes, that's what I'm going to say.
Did you have some sort of confidence when you got in here? Because you were coming in here with a really big lead over Stein Prince. So
Well,
was it just a holiday drive, or did you really were throwing for it?
Well, I had the championship last race, so well, this race didn't even count really that much, but still, this was a disaster. So, but yeah, I think I won last race already, so I don't know.
Okay, not a man of big emotions. Thank you, Vladislav Muchilyenko. Thank you for driving this season. You've done an amazing job, and hope to see you next time.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey,
Stein Prince,
yeah.
the second not so emotional.
Uh,
How did you feel in the second race?
it sucked, like big time. So, I mean, I got taken out like at the beginning of the race. Someone lucked up. I believe it was a fight between 2 guys, and I was just doing a double overtake, but they both lucked up. So, got taken out, bit it, drove some clean laps, got taken out again. So, had to start from the back again with a broken front wing. Then queued up again, got up behind Misha Spinow, overtook Misha Spinow, got in a fight with Niels, I believe. Didn't end well. I don't know if he didn't see me, but spun again. yeah, and then just got to overtake Mission Spinau, and then yeah, I mean, was just a horrible race. I mean, I could have had at least P4 here, but yeah, pretty disappointing result for the last race of the season.
Yeah, we saw. So there's something under investigation with you on the last overtake. You opened up the steering. We saw
Yeah.
it on the replay, but it's still under investigation.
So you mean me
Yes.
on Mission Spinau?
On the last overtake, I think it was Mission
Oh,
Spinau?
I gave him back the position after that.
Oh yeah, we saw that. Correct. Okay. Goodbye.
I don't know what happened.
Okay, yeah, we saw that you gave him the position, so I think
Yeah.
there will be no penalty for that.
Yeah,
So-
I saw. I mean, I locked up and then I hit him, and it
Mhm.
was pretty unfortunate. Oh, you mean the one in the? Yeah, I gave him the position at the end
Yeah,
of the race.
yeah, we saw.
because of that incident.
And the track,
Yeah,
it was really,
the final
really
second.
like it, right?
I like it. I mean, my best track so far. I got on pole half second of Flyjay, so yeah. I mean, yeah, first race. I don't really think I could have had the win. Had a little incident with Vlad. I think like the first overtake. Yeah, he shouldn't have tried it. There was no room. I was already steering into the left, but after that I couldn't like make the corner without hitting him, so I thought he'd maybe back out. So I tried to steer a bit to the left, but it wasn't enough. I mean, if I gave him that much room, I would have gone off the track. I was with my nose ahead, so it was pretty unfortunate. But I'm pretty sure it's a racing incident, but yeah, still.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr.
Yeah.
Steinkrantz. With a little gap towards Vladislav Muchilienko's win, you are the second man in the standings of our
Yeah.
league. So thank you very much for driving. You did a really amazing season,
Yeah.
and I hope to see it. Did you just say it sucks?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much for driving, and I hope to see you next season.
Yeah. See you next season. Man.
Who does the outro? You.
That just ladies and gentlemen, this was it from our season 1 finale. This evening we had 2 really exciting races with a second race reverse grid. Thank you very much for watching, and I need to personally thank you everybody who's supporting our channel. There will soon be some merch online, and also go check out our social media channel. And thank you much to our really good commentator, Dammit. Applause to him. And this was it from my side. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next season. Bye.